Now then, welcome back to another episode of New Eriador. I'm fixing up farm stuff. I've been doing other things as well. Shall I show you the other things first? Yeah, I'll show you the other things first. I've been out and about around here for quite a while now, and just got back from a weekend away. This is Monday Madness on the New Eriador server. I've been busy mining around the place. Not really resource mining, more just mining for the aesthetics of mining. Bit like that, making the place look nice. Just doing a bit of mining around the place, and I've started doing this thing that I think I like. It's just a corridor, really, but it's a corridor that goes all the way around the outside, squares off all the mining. So the ravine is all over the place. There's ins and outs all over the place. The ravine looks cool up here, doesn't it? The ravine looks cool up here, all the little mine shafts. But all those mine shafts now go to a central-like corridor. And I spent ages just mining out this corridor all the way around. Still got to get all the resources and change all the blocks around and all that on a lot of it. But the majority of it, like this, is all nice and clean already. And just leads back to the ravine in all cases. I've got a few little spots that go off into caving areas, which I've also been lighting up and filling in and clearing out and stuff on the way around. But mostly, it's just a nice area, nice and straight, for all of these mine entrances to look out on. So, all of this aesthetically pleasing stuff around here can just look nice. And then the practicality of it all ends up being in here. And then here I can structure where my branch mines are actually going to go. I'm planning on doing this on the lower floors as well. We've already started on the lowest floor, where I'll put some track in. This track here, it's also that I can bring stuff down into that track there. But on the lowest floor, I've already started doing something similar to that, just behind here. Well, I've got the track running from all of these little mine shafts. So when you've done your mining, you come up and out of your mine shaft. You can just place a mine cart on the end here and fill it full of stuff, and then literally, well, put the mine cart down, fill it full of stuff, flick a switch, and off it'll go, and it'll follow it all the way around. And it'll go all the way around and all the way to the deposit site, where it'll deposit it all. The upstairs, where I drop stuff from upstairs and it comes in through the hoppers here into this chest here, we'll have a little chest cart coming on here, and I'll have some form of automation to turn this on when I want to send it off and around, and this will then just take everything from here and fill up and go off. Yeah. So the auto-depositing of goods going back to base, that's what I've been working on a little bit, but it was just cutting out a large corridor, really. Now it's time to record an episode for you guys. I've started working over here on this farm area. We did the Rooster 9000 the other day, and now we're doing this. Let's see. Got some more eggs to pop in. Yeah. It's now automatically going into the hoppers and into the system below after cooking the chickens and all that. Seems to be working fine. I get cooked chickens and feathers in there when the chickens have grown up. But you get to hear a little clicking sound when it's done. There we go. So it's run out of eggs, so I'll turn it off again. I could have that running all the time so that every single egg automatically gets done, but no. I let it build up some egg supply and then turn it on for a bit, let it run out, and then the chickens are hatching and so on. But the eggs do still sit nicely down there and just wait. In here, we've got an old design that I took a long time ago on the Visocraft server for checking out the melons and pumpkins, right? Let's hold that and that. I can only fit one side of it in. I can't duplicate it on the other side because I've got redstone just behind that wall that I can't do anything with. So I'm going to have to do a different idea on this side. But on this side here, I can harvest pumpkins and melons. I'm going to alternate them as well, just because that'll look cool. Bone meal. Have I got some bone meal in here? Yeah, I have. There we go. And get these on both sides. Bone meal that up. Bone meal that up. Okay. So they will grow. Oh yeah. They will grow pumpkins and melons, right? the only place I want them to be able to grow is on this side. So there's water this side. It can't grow onto water. It's got to grow onto a solid block. So it can't grow on this side at the moment, but I'm going to put something here to stop it, like I do with the fences and stuff. I'm going to put some fences up here so it can't go. For now, I've just left the block out so it can't go onto this side. And here we've got a chest, just for gathering all the stuff. So I need access to that for now, but I can just take the hopper chain around here and go and join that hopper chain there, just around the corner. Easy enough. But for right now, this is how we're doing it. I'm just going to go there. Oh, it's Freddy joined. Hang on. Alright, so we're just going to block this area off here, just so that they can't grow this way. They will grow onto these areas here. Let's use torches. Okay. So imagine the pumpkin or the melon has nowhere else to grow apart from into this gap here. As soon as it grows, it gets sucked away. There's a little chain of hoppers running underneath this block here, which is going to the chest over here. And there's my torch. Thank you very much. The pistons push down into the block and push the block entity through the block into the hopper below it. Very clever, yes, very clever, I like. So the entity itself gets pushed down into the hopper below. Like that, right? And the way that this works is that it does a little block update of this piston here. This piston's got a power, is powered up here. So if I was to break that, so it's got no power up here, and do that, it's not going to do any sort of block updating whatsoever, right? But as soon as I power it diagonally, which is putting one of these here, as you can see, this block is diagonal to this block, yeah? As soon as I power that, it doesn't do anything, but it sort of charges it as a block update detector, a bud. And then it bud switches, yeah, and takes that. So that then gives this power, because it gives it a block update, and that up there powers it, yeah? That pushes this block out. Pushes the block out, and that puts the block above the torch here, which then, of course, makes this redstone signal receive, because that powers the block above it, and that puts the redstone signal there. So power that, it'll put the redstone signal just there, look, yeah? And this redstone signal then goes all the way up and around here. It does two things. One goes up the top above the pistons here. These pistons here need power from the top to work. So one thing, it comes up over the top and powers those pistons to push down. And it also turns off the bud. So it turns off the bud and it turns those on at the same time. This is on a 4-tick delay, and this is on a 4-tick delay. Both of them on a 4-tick delay, so that as that happens, the torch here gets turned off just in time for that, so it doesn't cause another block update. So it turns this off so that when that goes down, there's no block update. Pretty cool. Alrighty, I got an idea for the other part of the design now. I've got one pumpkin, one melon. I'm going to go for one cactus and one sugarcane as well. And I think I can get it all to fit into this whole system. I'm going to use this sort of device for an extra purpose as well, repurpose it, because I can't really do a lot of redstone behind here. So let's see, we're going to have something like that. I'm going to have some stone block there. This is where the cactus is going to sit. The cactus is going to sit right here, and if anything falls down from the cactus, it's going to go into the hoppers. We're going to have the hoppers coming around here, and like so. There we go, and I can block this off because we don't need any of that space for the cactus to grow there. And on this side, I'm going to have a sugarcane grow. Yeah. And so the cactus should have all the space it needs just there to grow up. And when it gets big, it'll drop into the areas around it, into one of the hoppers. Either the hoppers down here or the hoppers up here, and end up going down into the chest or the hopper chain. Got a couple of water buckets here because I'll need water for the next part to put the sugar cane there. Can have a sugar cane just there, right? And I'm going to try and get something to push sugar cane this direction. I can already block this off so that the sugar cane can't go the wrong way. that will look okay from in here. I might need to change this around a little bit. I could put that there, and that would make the cactus grow, maybe. Let's put a signpost there, because that always works better, doesn't it? A sign always works much better. And I could potentially block all this in a little bit as well and make it look nicer. We're basically going to have these few things here. I think I'm going to take this. I'm going to block up like that to hide that in, like there. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So, how am I going to get this to block update when the sugarcane grows? Well, I figured, why do it like that? A lot of people do it on a kind of a timer system, don't they? So we can take this redstone pulse that we get through here and trigger another redstone action off it, can't we? Oh, that's a track back there. I don't want to touch that. So we're going to have a sticky piston back here. Let's see. We're going to go here, so we want to be there to block it off. So, yeah, there. And if I put a brick there, we should be okay. And let's put some wood on the top of it there and there. That means then that whenever this fires, if I can get to it, whenever this fires, I can have that also trigger the piston above the sugarcane to knock the sugarcane off. Now, I'm not sure that this is going to be without disadvantages of any kind whatsoever, but we shall see. We shall see. So now if I put something, I don't know, that there, pushes out there as well, we need that to reset, don't we? And that did not reset. It was too fast to pulse. That was too fast to pulse. Okay, why is that too fast to pulse? Let's try with a repeater. We've got one repeater left. Let's try with a repeater. Give it a 4-tick pulse, just so it's not an actual pulse, it's an actual just piston use. Let's try that. Touch in there. Yeah, that'll do it. So that's going to push the sugarcane out. Do you think I need to do a separate one up there? Nah. Could probably get away with just blocking that in now, can't I? Block that in. Every time this updates, it'll get rid of both the pumpkins and the melons and also the sugarcane as the sugarcane's grown up. I'll only let the sugarcane grow up one though, so it's only pushing out one at a time. This cactus will grow and break if I put something that's over the top of it. Like, that doesn't actually give us a block area, does it? So, we're going to need a sign for that. Let's go and quickly get a sign. And I want to test it out to make sure it's all working properly and see about that kind of thing as well. And that was just a bit of trial and error just to see if I've made any mistakes with any of the mechanics here. And try and tidy it up a little bit. Just like that. There we go. I can also... I can do lots of filling in now as well. I want to make it look nice. That's another part of the project, isn't it? To make everything look nice. We'll see how that goes. So... I think that should mechanically all be working. Just a case of tidying the place up now, I guess. I'll do a bit of... niceties once I've checked that it's working properly for a little while. Give everything a chance to grow, and I'll be back. Alrighty, well I think I've definitely had a pumpkin and a melon. Pumpkin and melon have definitely grown in the area, and I'm pretty sure I heard a cactus go as well. I've checked all my hoppers to make sure if the cactus fell in a hopper, it would definitely go through the system, and yeah. So the only problem is the natural problem of a cactus falling on itself. When it breaks, it falls on itself and doesn't fall off. So it was just randomly unlucky the very first time the cactus grew that it ended up falling on itself and disposing of the block. Because you can put a block on top of a cactus and it breaks it. I think you probably know this already. Let's see. Can I... Yeah, like that. The hopper get it? Well, the hopper got it again. Interesting. Okay, well, maybe something like that then. That landed on the cactus, didn't it? Still went in the hopper first. Okay, well, cactus will grow. Pretty sure the cactus will grow. We know the sugarcane's grown. It's grown into there, and I know that those two are grown. So the next time a pumpkin or a melon grows, it will also harvest the sugarcane. The only place sugarcane can go is out into here. If it goes into there, then I'm just unlucky. But that's okay. That's okay. We're getting there. I just need to do the hopper chain around to this side over here so that it all goes on the hopper chain together. Every time a pumpkin, melon, or cactus or sugarcane gets dropped into there, it can just flow straight into the system. As for making it look cool, well, I've just sort of duplicated the framework that I've been doing around these already. Just duplicated that and a little bit of this, the same as I've done on the other sides. I'm not sure how I want to do the roof yet, because I can take it to a different level, because the cactus is never going to grow above that level there. And the sugarcane isn't growing above that level there. And those are never going to grow up there. So I can kind of just keep it all tight in here. If I block this hopper chain here, then the cactus isn't going to go anywhere either way there either. So I could fill that in like that, and this in like this, and have another couple of things there like that. That could tidy that up a little bit, make that look okay. I'm stuck with this block here because I don't want the pumpkin to grow that side, but I could potentially do something with Bruce fences. However, I've got to keep that space open for the cactus to grow. So it's kind of the best I can make it at the moment. I possibly need to put something in there though, don't I? So the cactus, the melon or the cactus can't grow this way, and that'll even it up a bit. So that doesn't look too bad, and then that would go in there like that. That doesn't look too bad. I quite like that. A nice little setup. It looks okay from the inside. You can hardly tell that the stone's outer block from symmetry reasons, but because it's the same colour, so it should look okay. And the actual greenery parts of things are sort of evenly spaced, so it makes it look okay. I think I'll put some lily pads on here though. Think I can put a lily pad next to a cactus without the cactus popping? I think so. We'll check that out. And to have access to the back here, I just need to go into here when I want. Maybe do something else. Oh, Rika's gone. Maybe do something else. But as far as I'm concerned, I think this is good to give me a nice AFK steady supply. Nothing too valuable. Yes, nothing too valuable. But just enough so that when I want a bit of cactus, I've got some cactus. When I want a bit of pumpkin or melon, I've got some pumpkin and melon. And when I want some sugarcane, I got some sugarcane. The sugarcane's probably the only thing that I'm likely to use more often for making paper. The melons and pumpkins, well, I've been using sea lanterns, so I'm not lighting the place up with pumpkins. I'm not doing many surface builds, so I'm not likely to use many pumpkins for that. Melons, I don't eat melons, I'm eating steak. So the only other use for melons is eating. So I don't really need a field full of melons for eating. And cactus, I occasionally use a bit of cactus green. And that's about it. That's good enough for me. So that will just literally be like constantly producing and shipping the items around the system and sending them over into the sorting system. I've already got the sugarcane here and the pumpkins here. All I need to do now is add cactus, I think, because melons I just don't have a use for. I don't have a use for eating melons. I might make some melons up. Oh, we got some green grass. Yeah, I might make some melons up, but I don't think I'll be doing much more than that, really. Yep, wait. Okay, let's finish up this episode. This episode is over. Thank you very much for watching another episode of New Eriador on the Monday show. I'll see you very soon for another episode. Well, that was in my face. I'll see you very soon for another episode. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.